Welcome to Now Network News' live coverage of the 2025 Mountain Laurel Festival Parade. I'm Joy Purcell, along with the rest of the Now Network News and Now Habersham team.
Nora Almazan.
Jerry Neace.
And Daniel Purcell running the controls, making all this magic happen for you today. It is, I want to say it's a lovely day, guys. It's lovely because it could have been worse.
That's very true, but it also feels lovely. You know, it just feels exciting. It feels like the sky is blue, but it's clouded.
It is clouded, overcast, but yet it's not raining.
That's right.
Well, it started out perfect this morning for ducks. So,
It did.
But it did move through quickly. The streets are pretty much dry,
And
nice,
full.
cool, and full. And the sky is starting to break up a little bit of the cloud cover, starting to get bright. And the breeze is amazing.
It's very nice. Early this morning as we were getting ready for today's coverage, it was quite humid here on the square in downtown Clarksville. But today, right now, this moment, it feels good. As you said, Nora, the crowd is here. There is an energy in the air that comes to this town every year for 63 years.
You're absolutely right. There is such a feeling of community here, and I really thought that we would have less of a crowd, but I think we have more. It's amazing how many people have come out.
Well, this is a tradition, 63 years in the making, and it is one of the oldest festivals in Georgia. Each year, it attracts thousands of people to Little Clarksville, and I say little, it may not be little for long, but for now, we still have that small town feel, that small town charm that draws people in for this festival once a year, the third Saturday in May.
That's right. That's right. You know, I've talked to people from all over the place, which just amazes me. We've got people from Maysville and Jefferson and Commerce. It's not just homegrown. A lot of fun.
But it is homegrown fun. Lots of things going on. The parade, of course, is what we're getting ready for as it starts its way down Washington Street here. But throughout the day, there are going to be all sorts of different activities.
Well, one thing, if you notice on the square, vendors galore. There are vendors everywhere. The food trucks are on the back street behind the square for the most part. But there's so many events going on today that a lot of people will get to enjoy throughout the whole day.
You mentioned ducks earlier. There's a reason for that.
Quack, 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 quack.
Let's talk about the duck race. This, too, has become a staple for Clarksville.
Yes, it has.
Through Volunteers for Literacy of Habersham County. Nora, I know you've been...
Love the duck race, right? And you still have an opportunity to buy your duck. So if you wanna come in, because what they do is they put them in the river, and then they float down, and it's kind of like you want to blow, go duck. And anyway, when the duck crosses the finish line, there's a number on it, and it declares someone a winner, and there's a top prize of $1,000. That's huge.
And you said buy a duck. A slight clarification. You can adopt a duck.
Adopt a duck. Absolutely.
Yes.
You can adopt a duck.
And they are right outside our downtown Clarksville studio.
Which people may not know where that is.
132 East Water Street, folks. If you want to come down to the Mountain Laurel Festival today, it's hard to miss, though. There's a lot of yellow rubber ducks right here on the side of the square with your pie and scoops. And they are ready to let you adopt a duck. All of the proceeds go to benefit Volunteers for Literacy of Habersham County.
Also, those that come to the square can also vote on Deck-a-Duck, or at least see what the businesses in the area did decorating a larger duck. And those are pretty. They're very unique in some of them. They're very nice.
Some of them are hilarious. I love it. They're so creative. It's incredible.
It is just, again, an amazing atmosphere here today. As always, we are thrilled to be with you as we see the parade start to head our way up Washington Street.
I can hear it. I love that. I love parades. It's just so fun. So fun.
There are over 60 entries in today's parade. The Lions Club has put a lot of time and energy into making this a successful event. And as we do always, we are really looking forward to seeing who's in today's parade.
You know, I love seeing the kids. Like if you see the line the street, there's a little boy. He has got his little bag. He's waiting for that candy. You know.
I was just looking at the little girls. They had their bag as well. They're ready for the candy.
They're waiting. Mom and Dad's got the back of their shirt. It is always so much fun. I really enjoy parades, and especially this one.
And for all of you just now joining us, we are coming to you live from the 63rd Annual Mountain Laurel Festival Parade in downtown Clarkesville, Georgia. We are so glad to have you with us and so happy to be here along with my colleagues, Jerry Neace, Nora Almazan, and Daniel Purcell, bringing you the magic of this small town parade.
You can hear the band.
Habersham Central High School Band of Blue.
Wow. That has to be my favorite part of a parade. I don't know why, but I've always loved the band, the marching band. There's just something about it that creates the atmosphere for the event.
And let's listen in as the parade makes its way up Washington Street, leading off, Sons of the American Revolution, the Joseph Habersham chapter.
Such a crucial part of history.
And of course, the Sons of the American Revolution bearing today's flags. They are providing the color guard for today's parade. Leading off, actually, the entire parade, right before the Sons of the American Revolution, is Clarksville Police Chief Danny Cuatra.
Candy already being thrown.
You can see Georgia State Patrol had their Camaro in the parade, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, that is a nice car.
I want to just say a quick word before the Band of Blue gets right up here on us. The Sons of the American Revolution, you see this group at so many events throughout Habersham County. What a dedicated group of community members they are.
There's Berry Church
With
the VFW post.
70-70-20, the Grant Reeves Post down there in Cornelia. And listen, it's a great place to go play bingo on Thursday nights.
It is. And he has Franklin Brown, council member in Clarksville, driving him through the parade.
And that's a nice car.
The Habersham Central High School Band of Blue.
And some of those members are going to be graduating. You know, I know there's some mamas around that have some tears in their eyes because some of those Band of Blue members are going to be graduating May the 23rd. It's coming up.
Just next week.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. Members of the Habersham County Sheriff's Office.
School resource officer vehicle.
And the canine unit.
Oh, and you can see him with his little head hanging out the window. I love it. Looks like he's enjoying the parade himself. Giving a little bark.
And here is our Grand Marshal, Will Lockwood. So many people were thrilled to hear that he was being honored today at today's parade, because if you know Will, it's to love Will. This man has meant so much and continues to mean so much to our community. He spent over 36 years with Standard Telephone Company, 23 years as the bailiff for the Mountain Judicial Circuit, and he is just one of those people that when you're around him, life just feels better.
Oh, it does.
And happy birthday to him in 1 week. Is his 83rd birthday, which I'm sorry, I believe it's about his 60th.
I agree.
He is a young-looking man.
Congratulations to Will Lockwood on this well-deserved tribute.
Absolutely.
He is definitely an icon, especially in the Clarksville community.
Vietnam veteran, just a man who has dedicated his life to service. Well, here we have the Miss Mountain Laurel pageant winners.
First runner-up, Cora Perry. And then you have more of your Mountain Laurel winners. The pageant's been going on for a long time.
A lot of young Miss and wee Miss winners there on the float.
The Mountain Laurel pageant has been around for a while, and it is such a huge opportunity to build confidence and really the spirit of the Mountain Laurel Festival.
And you all just saw the Miss Mountain Laurel overall pageant winner, Sindel Pitts. The pageant is a big deal, not only because it's an ongoing tradition, but it's also an opportunity for these young students and young women to compete for and win scholarships.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And I think that they have a lot of fun doing it.
I think they certainly have fun being in this parade, and it's always fun to see the queens and the wee misses come out for this.
A lot of nice vehicles as well. I'm a Jeep fan, so when the Rubicons go by, I kind of like those.
I believe that the pageant has been going on about as long as the festival. Maybe there's a year or more difference, but it's been around for a long time.
If you're just tuning in, this is the 63rd Annual Mountain Laurel Festival Parade, coming to you live from downtown Clarkesville, Georgia. Joy Purcell with Nora Almazan, Jerry Neace, and Daniel Purcell. Thank you for joining us today.
See Troop 5 of Boy Scouts of America coming through the square.
We want to thank all these folks who have turned out not just to participate in the parade, but who are lining the parade route. This is the kind of energy that small towns like this thrive off of. These types of events that attract tourists, that attract the community and bring us together as a community. It's really a wonderful day, and it's actually, I think I see some sunshine peeking through the clouds.
I believe
love
you're
that.
right.
I love it.
Just passing us by there in the orange blazer, the Gideons.
And also, Victory Baptist Church was just by giving out information about their upcoming Bible school.
Speaking of Bible school, we have a complete list of area Bible schools for you on nowhabersham.com. If you're looking for a place for your kids to go this summer, then check it out. It's in our faith section at nowhabersham.com.
There is something going on every week.
Put in their dues, their time. They have put a lot of effort into organizing today's parade, and we want to thank them for their help in our live stream today.
You know, it takes a lot to coordinate an event like this.
Absolutely. And, you know, beyond this event and the pageant, they do a lot of great work throughout the year. And, you know, of course, you know, fighting blindness is a big part of what the Lions Club are devoted to. They provide eyeglasses to people who need them. They're fundraising throughout the year. If you get a chance, folks, support your local Lions Club. Clarkesville Lanes just passed by.
And that was a bowling ball walking behind the truck, if you noticed it. Cute, cute, cute.
And the float Hair by Chanley is coming past right now.
Has a cute jungle theme.
And a couple of cute lions to boot. I would say lion cubs.
Lion cubs.
There you go.
Oh, is this the Hamburglar I see?
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen the Hamburglar in years.
Hang on to your hamburgers.
I think I'm letting onto my age that I recognize who the Hamburglar is.
There
Me
you go,
too, me too.
I see bubbles.
Now that is fun.
Now is the Jeep convoy. Several Jeeps in line here.
Ducks all across the dashboard.
You'll find those on your hood if you
Sure
get ducked.
And it means that somebody liked your Jeep, so they put a duck on your hood or on your, if they can, on your door latch. And what was really nice, I just saw one of the Jeeps throw a duck out the window to somebody in the crowd.
Oh.
If you're watching us from home or wherever you might be, let us know where you're tuning in. We'd love to see where you are and how far we're reaching, and we'd also like to hear from you.
You know what I would like to know? Is I would like to know which float or which entry they're liking. You know? Shoot us a comment like, that was really cool. That was really special. When you were younger, did you get involved in parades? Were you ever in the Mountain Laurel Parade? Because you grew up here.
I did, and I was, and we put a lot of, I remember stuffing tissue paper into chicken wire as we were preparing our floats.
Wow.
We really spent a lot of time getting ready for the parade, and it was always such a big deal, and it's nice to see that this tradition continues. More Jeeps. Such a big group of...
I want to know which Jeep is Jerry's favorite.
Oh my goodness, all of them. They're all my favorite. If it's a Jeep, it's good. The older, the better. Staying true to the theme is another a Jeep Gladiator with a duck on the hood.
I think the Jeeps have run their course.
They have.
And here's Crown Athletics making their way through the parade.
One thing I'd like to add about the Jeeps, and not to keep talking about them, but a lot of the people that drive the Jeeps also involved in other organizations that and do Jeep rides through the mountains, and they donate gifts and money and different things to different organizations throughout the year.
Always reaching out to help people, and that is what is so special about where we live. People helping others, community. This is all about community. Kathy Heating and Air out of Cleveland, Georgia, joining us for today's festivities here in Clarksville. And this is Habersham County's float.
That is really nice.
I like it.
And Maddie Nix.
With her own jungle lion. I think that's Harvey. He is the longest, oldest resident at the Habersham County Animal Shelter. We would love to find Harvey a home, but he is out here today with us celebrating.
Dressed in a lion.
Yeah, look, he looks very convincing, yes.
Sutton Tire.
And then we've got more animals joining us here. Speaking of animals, I think this is we just mentioned Maddie Nix and we just mentioned Harvey. You know, this county is getting ready, is actually in the process of building a brand new animal shelter. Long needed, long awaited. We are very excited about that building project.
Yeah, they held their groundbreaking ceremony just last month. So it's moving forward finally.
Habersham Hardware and Home Center, based here in Clarksville.
And they have some beautiful plants on the back of their trailer. I want to run out there and grab one.
You are the plant.
I'm the plant person.
What is it? You're the plant ICU nurse.
That's
you make
right. That's right.
the impossible possible when it comes to plants,
Give them
Nora.
a second chance. You're right. Oh, wow. Now, this is neat.
Northeast Georgia Medical Center joining us. Peace, volunteer, and loyalty.
And they have a crowd of people on theirs.
If you live here in Northeast Georgia, chances are you have encountered the physicians, the nurses, the wonderful staff that they have at Northeast Georgia Medical Center, from Habersham right here in Demorest to Lumpkin County and Brazelton.
As well as Gainesville.
As well as Gainesville.
And then we have Doug Craven Moving coming into the square now along the parade route.
I love that little car. I don't know if you saw that, but that's precious. And Doug Craven has been around for quite a long time. Very trusted moving company.
Then we have Habersham Electric coming into view. One thing I'll mention about the HEMC truck is wait till the Christmas parade. The truck will be lit up with Christmas lights. They do a very good job.
They always do a fantastic job with that. And Trailwave, of course, which is the network we're actually coming to you through. And we're grateful for their services. And we're grateful to have fiber optic here in Habersham County.
Yes.
You know, there's always that portion of the parade where you get the big trucks.
That's
Here
right.
we are, North Georgia Hauling and Grading.
Which I think is probably the kids' favorite part. Everybody loves a big truck.
Kinetics trucks coming through. Another internet service here in Habersham County.
And Clarksville Fire Department, we've got to say a word to them about what a stellar job they did. Not too long ago, we had a fire at our local movie theater, and Clarksville Fire, Cornelia, Habersham County, all those firefighters were on the scene. They contained that quickly, kept the theater from suffering any more damage than it did. And we are really grateful to these teams of public safety officials who put their lives on hold and put their lives on the line daily.
They do.
To keep us safe. Thank you.
And here comes the ducks.
Quack, quack,
Quack,
we're back.
quack, quack. I love it.
We've been talking about these folks a lot lately. A lot of articles on nowhabersham.com. We talked about them at the top of this live stream. They've got the rubber duck race coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon at Sam Pitts Park here in Clarksville. Folks, if you're not in the race yet, there's still time. You can come adopt a duck right outside our front door here on the downtown Clarksville Square. They've got a booth set up. You can adopt a duck. You can cast your vote for your favorite deck-a-duck, and all that money goes.
And the bin just went by where the ducks will be placed until 2 o'clock when they get dumped in the Squee River.
Right, and all of that money going to support Volunteers for Literacy of Habersham County.
And I'm cheering for my duck. I don't know where it is, but go, duck, go.
My duck's got to get in there. I haven't gotten it yet.
Go, duck. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, and it's good family fun. And they have opportunities starting about noon today that you can go and have something to eat and play. It's a great family moment.
And we are coming up on the end of this 63rd annual edition of the Mountain Laurel Festival Parade. The Clarksville Lions Club putting it together and pulling up the rear. And that's a wrap, folks.
We thank you for joining us today here at the parade. I enjoyed it. It was nice, and the crowd really enjoyed it.
I had a great time, and make sure you come and visit some of these vendors. There is some really cool stuff.
And it's going to be going on until 5 o'clock this evening, Nora, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
So duck race at 2, vendors on the square until 5. And listen, folks, there's another big event. Come to Clarksville, spend your day here, enjoy the duck race, the vendors, all of that. And then just head on down the road to Cornelia, where they're having their 8th annual Cornelia Music Fest. Headlining this year is Marty Stewart.
Marty Stewart. Rockabilly.
So a legendary country music artist that's going to be performing. And, folks, it's free. All of this here in Clarksville, everything in Cornelia, except, of course, whatever you might buy, whatever you might eat, free. And there are going to be fireworks tonight to cap off this fantastic day in the Blue Ridge Mountains here in Habersham County. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much. We have had so much fun.
It's been great here on the square, and the parade has been awesome.
I'm Joy.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Nora.
And Daniel is still running the controls. Thank you guys again for being with us. Thanks for relying on nowhabersham.com for your daily news dose. And we just want to let you know that, we love being here. And we love this community, and we love hearing from you. So if you've joined us for this live stream, let us know where you joined, what you thought, and like Nora said, tell us who your favorites were.
I love it.
And folks, always remember, community matters.